Well, hey everyone. This is the 99 Project. If you're here, you probably reached this video after listening to the American Empire. It's a song that I just finished producing after the past month of work. I had literally like 7 hours of musical experience going into this, and I thought it'd be nice to, show you the process of how I went from zero to hero on this project. So, first off, a bit of backstory on it. One day I was kind of just, I was sitting around in my apartment, kind of just bored, and my roommate, I think, was just getting back from work, and, you know, at first, I thought I'd kind of just entertain myself by poking shit at him, but he got here with his girlfriend, and I wanted to give them time, space, whatever. So I was like, well, okay, well, let's do something on my own, and I kind of just came up with this idea of as someone who knows nothing about music, has at the time zero experience with music. I challenged myself to, in 5 hours, get lyrics for a full song, from a full complete song. And so I started doing research, and I went through a lot of articles and videos, and a lot of I went through a lot of useless information, frankly. Roughly the first like 3 hours were just research. The first probably hour and a half wasted research. But I'm gonna show you the three videos that really really helped me out. They're also gonna be linked in the description. Um, the first video is here: Songwriting Secrets: How to Write a Great Chorus Easily by the Songwriting Academy. And the second video is actually also, it's about writing a second verse, Escaping Verse to Hell, also by the same channel. Um, I found out that a lot of the things that were kind of messy about articles and other videos that I read and saw were organized in these videos properly, and were very easy to consume. There were a few nuggets of insight that I got from random articles and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna pull up those articles because I have no idea what articles those were, and I'm not gonna spend like 2 decades searching for that again. Um, and these two videos really helped me out. But one thing that kind of brought me over the edge was this video. Melodic Math, Max Smarting Secret Songwriting Formula. I don't know why episode 14, but sure. I like Along my research, I found out that there's this guy called Max Martin who is apparently a super good songwriter. Um, and I was kind of thinking, okay, so he's a good songwriter. Let's see how he writes songs. So I started looking that up, and nobody kind of knew exactly. Some people said that they almost knew, and it was kind of weird. So I started looking up uh, all kinds of guest shows he was on, or interviews or whatever, and tried to piece stuff together from uh, things that he said, which turned out to be a complete waste of time, because then I found this video where this guy kind of just summarizes everything. Um, and from this guy, I ended up with this with this song layout. This did not end up happening. It just did not. Um, I had here like what is a chorus, writing the chorus, pre-writing, and then first verse, second pre-chorus, second verse, stuff about the melody, um, and consulting with this, I kind of ended up with writing chorus first verse, going through and writing this with all kinds of directions, getting all kinds of versions of the song, and then I ended up with a pretty like decent song, and I went on to Fiverr. I went into singers and vocalists, and I started like flipping through here, looking at stuff, kind of opening tabs of various people that I like the voice of for the song, and then I ran into Alex. Alex Do, okay? This guy is legit. He is super good. Yes, do I not have like this heart like thing on? Like Alex is amazing. Like I actually heard his voice, and look, like his voice did not fit the song at all. But I liked it so much that I extended the 5 hours to 7 hours, and just rewrote everything from the ground up. Ended up with this. I'm not really sure what I marked here. I don't really remember why I marked this, but I actually ended up writing the entire song like from scratch. I actually deleted everything but the title and wrote everything from scratch for this guy. And I started like talking to him and going with him over the lyrics and stuff. And Alex was great. He was really supportive. Um, like, yeah, sounds like a great plan, stuff like that. He was very supportive. He was really looking forward to this. He was very like there was like this one delay, and and he was very apologetic about it. And like his results were amazing. Um, I really like this guy. Also, one thing that I learned as I was working on the American Empire was that I like every single art like form of artist in music has their own lingo, whether it's drummers, bassists, whatever. Like they all have their own stuff. So I had to like figure out a lot of stuff as I went. Like um so like here he asked for a key and BPM. Uh and like I did not know what any of that was, so I had to like start googling stuff, keys and BPM. Like I had to start like googling stuff and looking stuff up just to like pretty much every other message with every one of these guys just to figure out what they were saying to me. And like slowly I pieced together, like I found a song that had the BPM that I wanted, and then it was like in the tempo that I wanted, and then I found a song. Then I looked up what other songs had like that BPM, and I found one that was kind of in the same style as I had in my head, and then I found another one of those, and I used those as examples, and I sent him the BPM. I sent him the key for one of those songs, and I kind of just moved on from there. Then after I moved on from I had Alex's vocals. I started looking for a drummer, okay? And I found Wendell. Wendell Chili. I'm sorry, I'm probably butchering that, but Wendell, okay, and Wendell, like the moment I heard his drums, I knew this was the guy. And I started talking to him again. He wrote some stuff I didn't understand and had to look up and all kinds of stuff like that. Then I moved on to Sam for electric guitar. Again, it actually already became like just like a must-have thing that I listened to them for the first time, and I kind of just like, this is it. It actually became a requirement at this point. After Sam, there's Raphael for the bass. Then I moved on to this guy. Yeah, Tom, and Tom. Actually, like I knew I wanted Tom. Not I was looking for keyboard, but he actually plays the organ, and like I really wanted him. But he was on vacation, so I had to wait kind of a week for him. But it was really worth it. And he came back. He gave me a shit ton of stuff. Like, look at this, look at this, so much stuff. And after this, I had pretty much everything that I wanted. So I went to Yarku. Yarku does mixing and mastering. As you can see, he's pro verified by Fiverr. Very justified, by the way. Like he put everything together. Like this guy is a master of his craft. Not that any of these guys aren't, like, especially Alex, my man. Like, I love this man. Like, Alex, yes. But yeah, like, Yarko really put everything together. Then after I had like the full song ready to go, like 100%, thanks to Yarko, it was time to move on to the visuals, to the cover. And for that, like at first I actually had like a bit of trouble finding someone, but I ran into I I am not even gonna try and pronounce that. Like, I ran into this person, okay, and he kind of just had like this really cool style that I just kind of wanted. So I started talking to him, told him what I wanted, conversed with him, and ended up like he gave me like a few options. I gave him some adjustments to make, and we ended up with the final product that you know. And yeah, that's pretty much how everything went from start to finish. I think I might have kind of maybe gone through things a little too fast, but I'm actually a bit shorter on time, and I really wanted to make this today, so this is kind of what's gonna go up. I hope you enjoyed seeing how everything ended up being made, the process, like, and yeah, like, when I started talking to Alex, I had exactly 7 hours of songwriting experience, and by the time I finished talking to, I'm still not gonna try to pronounce that. It was about a month later, like around 4 weeks since like the moment when I started researching. It's been about 4 weeks, and it's been a really wild ride. I learned so much. I wrote the lyrics for this song. I was the producer for this song. By the way, a few extra points for Alex, because he actually helped me write, like, with the lyrics, like change like a word here, a word there, like stuff like that. He kind of just helped me fix some issues that I had, being the noob that was and still am. So another shout out to Alex, and yeah, thanks, and I hope you have a good one.